Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And joining me, as always, are my co-hosts, Rebellious D and Trav. How you fellas doing today?
D got me again.
Yeah, AD, be careful where you're firing that arrow, man.
Yeah, man, you're right. My fault.
It's like, hey, you could have ended Trav's life.
I would never,
bro.
He's one of us.
Yeah, hey, you say
I gotta let
that.
the hair down on him.
Oh,
You say that he's one of us, but you saw what Omniman did.
Oh, yeah, hey, no question.
Hey, hold on. Nah, you say I'm one of y'all, but I ain't getting no invite on Sunday. Your boy ain't getting no invite on Sunday.
Hey, you told us you was busy.
Hey, that's on Banks. Because I was like, hey, let's take a day.
Trav told us he was busy.
Yeah, we were sitting in there looking like the Avengers.
He always has that excuse, though. You said you was busy.
Hey, so it's wrong when I say it, but it was fine when Dan was saying, but Travis said this. Travis said that.
I don't know who you talking about, bro.
And it was funny because you did say the stuff that he said that you said. So anyway, Daniel Patrick Glenn, he was one of our former guests on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. He was on the Supernatural episode, and he brought his roommate Castiel up there. And now that he has a fiance, Castiel is no longer here with us.
Folded up, thrown in the corner. Jeez, man.
But anyway, today we are reviewing Invincible, which just came out on March 26th of this year. And before we get into today's review, make sure that you like this video, you tap that subscribe button and hit the bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. So let's go ahead and get into today's review. Like I said, Invincible, the series was created by Robert Kirkman back in January of 2003. That's when the comic first came out. And a little tidbit about this is that The Walking Dead also came out that same year in October of 2003. Trav, do you remember how your 2003 was?
Oh, I do.
Oh,
your boy stepped in. Your boy stepped in as a freshman in the high school, and things went well for your boy.
Yeah, D.
A lot of sleep, a lot of skateboarding, some Magic the Gathering. That's basically it. I think I still had a Walkman back then too, man.
Oh yeah, you know what I would do? I had the hoodie. I cut a little hole and I run headphones up.
Question. No question.
I had the CD player.
Man.
Hey, did y'all ever cut a hole into your hoodie so that way you could put your thumb?
The thumb? Of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 2003 for me, I was a scared freshman at high school. I had the Dragon Ball Z shirt, and that was my freshman year.
Bro, you know what I wore on my first day in 2003 to ninth grade? Yeah, y'all about to laugh, bro. Your boy was rocking his G Unit shirt, and I had on
you was like the kid on Chappelle's show.
I had on the red, bro. I had on the red and black mid top forces with the strap tucked behind the tongue.
Oh.
Bro, I remember my freshman year in high school. My grandma had got me this FUBU jersey, and I thought that I was cool. I thought I was dope. And people was just like, dang, it was like Banks trying to bring FUBU back. And I was just
you was a little late to the party, bro. That was like elementary school.
But no, but it's crazy because I used to wear it all the time in elementary school because it was popular at that point in the 90s. But in the 2000s, it's like people had moved away from FUBU stuff, just like people had moved away from what was the sneakers?
Fat Farm sneakers?
Feli. Remember, people used to wear those back in the day. I remember Grant Hill, like he was endorsing those, and it was just like, we're done with Feli.
They made a second run recently.
They tried to come back
now. They're all right.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, if you think that a shoe looks cool, just rock it.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what somebody's opinion is. I mean, because you do have those those devil shoes that are out.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah. D, you haven't heard?
Oh, you talking about the Lil
Nas X shoes?
Nike Satan sneaker.
I think I'm all right on those.
And they have
they're fire sneakers.
Each sneaker has a drop of real human blood inside of it.
Like, no, they don't. Come on.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
And D, listen to this.
Did Nike get the blood from the slave work that they do over in China to produce their shoes?
D, listen to this. There are 666 pairs of these shoes. And Trav, just to let you know, it came out that Nike said that they don't have anything to do with what's going on.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're suing. Yeah, they're suing the shoe company that's coming out with the shoe. But anyway, back to Invincible. Not the anime. I was trying to say the animated series, but I went ahead and said the anime. I mean, I guess you can call it the anime, but the animated series that came out last Friday, they dropped 3 episodes of the series. And
is that weird to anybody?
That they dropped 3 episodes
all at once?
I didn't even know it was a weekly thing until you said something.
I thought it came out 3. I thought it wasn't a lump sum.
They just dropped all 3 episodes at once.
So what are their plans moving forward, guys? I know we're about to go
Friday. Once a week.
Is it going to be coming out after this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Episode 4 comes out this Friday.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a weekly thing.
That's why I'm confused.
Yeah, I thought it was just.
Why did they drop 3?
I thought it was over.
Man, they was trying to beat WandaVision when they dropped 2.
I mean, it's a sweet show.
No, I'm being honest though. Like, has anybody gotten an actual answer as to why they decided to drop 3?
So when they premiered it, they dropped 3. Moving forward, it's gonna be 1 every Friday.
And then for the next 5 weeks, they're dropping 1.
What?
It's 8 episodes total.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. They just said that they just dropped 3.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's just. I mean, when you think about it, I think that it was cool that they dropped 3 because within those 3 episodes, it pretty much set the foundation for what the series is about. Kind of like with WandaVision, where they dropped the 2 episodes when it first came out. I'll say that between that show and this show, I was more invested into this, especially after the first episode. That ending.
I just want to say that this is just a little way faster paced than WandaVision. For sure. And it's just like, I ain't happy that they gave me 3 episodes of it. Then because of everything that's going on in the show, you can't just give me 3 episodes, bro. You got to give me all or not at all. Give me 1 or the whole thing.
I can't say it's faster paced than WandaVision only because, and we'll get to this once we dive in, but it took 45 minutes of me watching the first episode to even think it was good. So
I'm saying,
if you take the time allowed from Wanda and then this, it's about even.
I'm just saying, like, at the end of this first episode, you get major bombshell, spoiler alert. And I think that moment alone and not figuring out why he still did it is enough to put it past WandaVision's pace. Because that was majorly like,
the more I watched, the more I was like, holy, I like this.
Yeah, for huge, sure. Dude. Yeah. I'll just say that like I agree with you, Trav, where it's like I was watching the first episode and it was okay. But then it's like once it got to the ending, and something that I love that this series does is that they'll start showing the credits, and then
I love it too.
It'll go right into showing something else. And the sweet thing about it is, it's not like a small after credit scene. It's like
you gotta watch it.
When I saw that ending, I was just like, wow, like the show's still going on. Like I thought it was over, but yeah, I mean, how that scene shaped the series. Like, I mean, we can go ahead and talk about it, but
well, I think
before we talk about that, let's introduce the characters. So pretty much Washington, D.C., the White House, and the twins, these ginormous twins, they're blue. They're both, we don't know which one is the clone, and that's the joke.
They might both be clones.
They might both be clones. We don't know which one is the clone, and pretty much they're attacking the White House. They're trying to kill the president, and the Guardians of the Globe show up. And the Guardians of the Globe are like the Justice League of this series. You have War Woman, who is supposed to be Wonder Woman. Ghost, who is supposed to be Green Lantern. Martian Man, who is the Martian Manhunter. Red Rush, who is Flash. Wow, what's up?
No, I was gonna say, don't say it's like the Justice League. You need to say it is the Justice League.
Yeah, they're essentially supposed to be the
Justice League.
Yeah, it's supposed. It's supposed to. Because every character, Red Rush is the Flash. Then Darkwing is Batman.
Oh yeah, Darkwing. He had on the Nikes, whatever. It looked like he was wearing some Reeboks.
And then you have Immortal, who is based off of Vandal Savage, and Aquarius, who is based off of Aquaman.
Yeah.
Now, with Immortal at first, I was kind of confused on who he was based off of. Because of like his outfit and everything, he had some thunderbolts up there. I thought he was based off Shazam, but then when I did my research and looked it up, like he was based off of Vandal Savage. And
he
then
has a Vandal Savage look.
Yeah,
he does. He looks just like him.
I got a question though.
Go ahead.
How were they not sued?
What do you mean?
By DC? How was Image Comics not sued by DC for? It's a blatant ripoff.
Yeah, I mean, but they do that with a lot of their comics.
But I think that it's so wide they're not using the same names, aliases, or anything. So they couldn't really. What can you do?
Yeah.
Well, people do it all the time.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like
I mean, people sue other people all the time for likeness.
Well, you got to be careful with likeness.
That's what Disney does all the time.
Right, but that's Disney. That's Mickey Mouse.
That's that Mickey money. That's Big Mickey.
I mean, I guess with comics,
Big Mickey.
Bro, look at it like this. Like ever since comics were created, going all the way back to the 60s and 70s, look how many Marvel and DC characters are ripoffs of each other. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like you have Doom Patrol, and you have the X-Men, and you have Aquaman, you have Namor. You know,
the competition, dude. What are the guys? Okay, so lay out the guidelines for me making my own superheroes tonight. You know what I'm saying? If I put it, what are they gonna call me?
It's kind of like wrestling, where it's just like everything is inspired by something. You know what I'm saying? Like look at Deadpool and Deathstroke. Like,
I don't feel like I could see where people are like they're similar, but they're not so similar that it ruins it for me.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing.
Blatant ripoff.
Well, I mean, his name is Wade Wilson. I mean, it's kind of a play off of Slade Wilson. I mean, like he was created to be Marvel's version of.
But they act nothing alike.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like
they
look just alike.
It's kind of weird
in a way.
Their costumes are kind of similar colors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I know they got the double swords.
I mean, but it's just like Omni-Man to me isn't, because they don't have the same exact features. Like the Flash has the lightning when he runs, for example. Red Rush is he's just fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just you can't copyright super speed. You know, you can't copyright superpowers. Like
maybe because I'm such a DC head, I just wasn't a fan.
I mean, I'm a comic guy too, Trav, and it's just like I'm a DC fan. What do you mean?
Yeah. I'm just saying maybe know I'm just like so hard on DC's dick that.
I mean, I'm a comic guy here too, and I compare them all the time, just going back and forth. Like I'm more of an animated DC guy anyway than the live action, so it's even more similar.
Yeah, you could say I took it personal.
Oh God,
that's right.
I don't know if he gets that reference.
Come on, bros. I think D saw the documentary.
D, you get that reference?
Took it personal.
Yeah, the Chicago Bulls documentary.
Oh yeah, I did actually watch.
Where Michael Jordan does the whole. You could say I took it personal.
Yeah, he was like he was getting interviewed or something. Somebody asked him a question, right?
Yeah, he was just like, you know what? Get that personal.
Damn right.
But I was also going to bring up Thanos and Darkseid.
Okay.
Like Darkseid came first, and
whoa. Darkseid's got a squee ability too, and they're both kind of different. Kind of.
No, I know, but I know that they said that Thanos. Like Marvel, they based Thanos off of Darkseid, but
I mean,
obviously you got Mr. Marvel, and then them suing DC and then changing the name to Shazam and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I get it, but that was like 60 years ago, and they were just taking shots at each other. I mean,
for sure, yeah.
I mean, but when you think about it, and you strip down Thanos and Darkseid, you can say they're basically the same. I mean, as far as like power scale and stuff, they're basically. Copies of each other, or it doesn't matter which one came first. They basically do the same thing without equipment.
Exactly.
Outside of the what's he called? The optic beams. What are those things called?
Darkseid's.
They have a name.
I just call them the laser eyes.
No, they have a real name.
I know that they have a name.
Beams, but that makes me think of old Cyclops. So anyway, keep going.
But so Invincible, like I said, you had the Guardians of the Globe. They ended up saving the president and whatnot. We got to see their abilities and whatnot, and we move along and we're introduced to Mark Grayson, who is Omni-Man's son. And Mark, he knows that his dad is a superhero. He learns this at a young age. And I was getting Sky High vibes when I was seeing him because it's like, he was jumping in the front yard and then the mailman was just sitting there looking at him. And then he was just like, oh, yeah, I was just trying to reach for something. And then, his powers, they come to him. Like he works at a burger shop and he's taking out the trash and then he ends up throwing the bag.
Yep.
And it goes flying across the world. And what's crazy about this is that early on in the episode, we see like one of the security guards at the White House who says that he's going on a trip with his son across the world. And then at the end of the episode, we see, not at the end of the episode, but in the second episode, we see that trash bag come to where they are. Weren't they they were in London, right?
That's what hit them. Yeah, they were yes, they were in London.
Yeah, I don't even remember this scene.
Yeah, remember the
it's
all the
right at the start of the episode.
I didn't know what the heck was going on. I thought somebody threw food at him, but that makes a lot of sense that the bag finally came down. Which was
I didn't get it. I didn't get it
I didn't get it when it happened, but now that you're reiterating it, yeah, I understand.
What was interesting about that was it looked like a body bag was coming at him compared to in the first episode when Mark had threw it. And it just looks like a regular bag, but anyway,
and then it transitions to the crime scene.
Yeah, so Trav, I know that this was something that you wanted to talk about. You can go ahead and talk about what happens at the end of the first episode.
Yeah, well, even before then, I just want to give you like my thought process as I'm watching it, because for the first like 40 minutes, I'm like, why is this even rated R? Because all it does is not saying it's rated R. But I'm like, all they did was throw in a bunch of swear words. So it's like you just wanted to throw in swear words for the sake of throwing in swear words to make it rated R. Now, obviously, the scene comes and you're like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah,
but before that, really nothing was going on to me that said rated R outside of them constantly using swear words for whatever reason.
Because you was watching it with your daughters, right? And
no. I originally turned it on in front of them. And he said 2 swear words like the first line. And I cut it back and saw that it was 18 plus. And I was like, all right, I'll watch this later.
Yeah.
This is definitely something that you would have seen on MTV back in the day when they were doing their animated block. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the cartoon, but it was
Aeon Flux and all that stuff.
Yeah, like Aeon Flux. And then there was another one too where the guy wore like a purple outfit. I can't remember what his name was, but he was a superhero. But
and they had the Rob Zombie Spider-Man.
No, that was later on.
Rob Zombie did that one.
Yeah,
I didn't know with the weird effects, or not effects, but drawing style.
I liked it.
It was kind of clunky.
Season.
Yeah, but that was MTV's fault because they did a horrible job at promoting it.
Right? Yeah.
Because I remember, like, I never knew when it was on TV, and it was always one of those things where it's just like if you were watching MTV, it's just like, oh wow, Spider-Man's on.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I agree with you, Trav. Like there was nothing going on that was worthy of it being rated R until we get to the end where all of the Guardians of the Globe, they're being summoned to their headquarters, and we get to see like them and their usual surroundings, like their everyday lives. Darkwing, he's beating up these 2 not villains, but these 2 thugs and
dirtbags,
the dirtbag scumbags, slime balls. He's beating them up, and then they all get the message that they have to go back to the headquarters. And then when they get there, Omniman, he just starts going ham, like he's killing them like in a snap of a finger. And I'm just like, yo,
fire.
This is crazy. Like he Red Rush, he ran up to him. Omni-Man caught his head, and then he just he popped it like a pimple, man. It was
he hit him. It was
crazy.
He hit him with that mountain.
No, I gotta say, it's one of the best action sequences I've ever seen in animation of all time.
Yeah, it was actually kind of cool. And they're basically trying to it's either him or us, and they actually come pretty close to stopping him to some degree because he is in a coma from this for what, 2 days, 3 days, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so it was amazing scene. Trav, if you want to go in depth in your thoughts and stuff, go with it.
Yeah. So pretty much he just, again, I'm watching it. He called it. I didn't see this coming. You know what I mean?
That's what she
obviously
said.
I don't know anything about the comics, so it's like
Same
this is all
here.
new to me.
How old are the comics, Trav?
Huh?
How old are these comics?
Well, it came out in 2003.
All right, yeah, 2003. Okay. So, but yeah, this dude went ham. Like,
reminded me of something that like Hyperion would do. You know that character from Marvel? No, he's basically their Superman, but on his planet, he just went crazy basically and destroyed. Right. He killed it and then he comes to Earth. Yeah.
Now the thing with you saying that, D, I feel like with Marvel, they have a bunch of like their own versions of Superman, because I know that you have I believe his name is Sentry. Where's the yellow? Yeah, you have Sentry, and then I believe
Hyperion wears yellow and white. I believe that's what he wears. Yeah, it's yellow and white, and he has like the atom symbol. The
okay, atom. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about now.
Yeah, but
there's another one, Gladiator. I believe that's his name. He's in the X-Men comics.
So it's just interesting to see. It was just kind of reminiscent of kind of how he became, because like I said, we get 3 episodes. You don't know why he did it yet. You still don't know.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the thing that makes people want to tune in. Like, did he do it because like he's showing his real true colors now?
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Or is he like, does he want his planet? Because that's something that we skipped over too, is when he tells Mark, when Mark is when he's in his early teens, and he lets him know, he came from another planet, and this is what makes it different than the traditional Superman story, where Superman, his planet gets destroyed and he comes to Earth. Omni-Man, his planet, like it's a good planet. Like there's no destruction. They
send them off to protect planets.
Now,
they send them off. Yeah, and then he ends up coming to Earth, and he meets Mark's mom, Debbie, and they end up getting married, and then they end up having Mark. So just seeing this scene, like where he turns on his teammates that he's known for years, and it's just like, is this something where like they said the reason why his planet sends them off is so that way that they can conquer these planets? And
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's what I'm going with right now. And I feel like we're gonna end up getting Omni-Man versus Invincible as time goes on, because Mark, he is half Earthling, and it's just going to be very interesting. I mean, I still think that it's a possibility that he was being controlled by somebody. That's still a possibility. And I feel like with the Global Defense Agency, we have Cecil, and he's the director of the Global Defense Agency.
You mean Nick Fury?
Yeah, pretty much Nick Fury. And it's like, I just feel like, he wanted to get rid of the Guardians of the Globe, so that way that he can put his own team in there now, which was originally the teen team, and it was led by Robot. And with this team, we have a bunch of teenagers, and what happens is after the Guardians of the Globe are murdered, this group of teenagers, they move up, they become the new Guardians of the Globe, and then they also have to get new members in the group. So
yeah, kind of. They audition, Banks.
They audition.
They don't like take like, hey, you guys are it now. They actually audition for spots. Some of them make it. Well, basically all of them make it except for Robot, which he couldn't do it, or he's supposed to be overseeing it.
Yeah, he's like the new leader. Pretty much everybody that was on their team when they fought the aliens, because with the Guardians of the Globe out of commission, an alien invasion came to Earth, and while this was going on, Invincible, he tried to stop the invasion, but because he's new to these powers that he has now, he doesn't really know. He really doesn't know like what he should do when it comes to being a hero. And people end up dying, like, which is something interesting that we see on this show, is like when people get killed, they get killed, like bodies get cut in half. Explosions, like the whole 9 yards.
Me personally, with them having the R rating and stuff, one thing that I actually really liked is how he's coming in to get civilians, like you were saying, Banks, and even the old lady that he saved, like she actually ends up getting shot because he doesn't know what he's doing yet. And it was just it was good to see more collateral damage in a way, like not so fairy tale ending, if you will. So yeah.
I mean, D, you can even compare it to Lightning on Black Lightning. Make sure you check out our Black Lightning reviews that we do. They're on break right now, but they'll be back next week. Where we've seen Jen and Lynn and Jefferson say that. I said Jen, I meant to say Anissa. But yeah, they've all said that Jen needs training because we've seen in the episodes where it's like she's out there on the streets and she really doesn't know how to control her powers, and civilians, they kind of get caught in the crosshairs of everything. So this is what is going on with Mark right now because his dad is out of commission because he's in a coma right now, and he doesn't have a teacher to show him the ropes and how to do things. And people, they end up getting killed, and eventually he gets back up because he's about to die, and we get Adam Eve, who shows up, and like she pretty much has like projectile, like she can make like a psychic she's
kind of like Psylocke, kind of, because
there we go.
She
Psylocke,
manipulates her energy, but she makes them into different things, like kind of like Green Lantern almost.
Yes,
I would compare her more, but she doesn't have a ring. She just kind of projects what she wants.
So we get her, we get Robot that shows up, we get our favorite character Rexplode.
That's my guy.
And we get Duplicate, and they pretty much they end up defeating the aliens because the aliens, their life doesn't last long on Earth, because of the way that time is on Earth and time is on their planets. And something that I felt was I don't know how you guys felt about this, but like the aliens, they just kept coming back, and I was just
they were like upgraded each time. I think it was a good way to reuse them in a different way that you don't ever see that, where they just come back immediately.
But they kept coming back to the same area. You would think that people would be like, okay, this just happened this first time. I'm staying out of that.
Yeah, but they also aren't giving us a time. They aren't giving us a time scale on when or how long they're gone in between each time they come. They're like the villain of the week, kind of. They just keep coming back. Yeah. Also, we hear about what's the other group that they keep mentioning, but you don't see the lizard. What was it called? The Lizard Legion or something like that they keep mentioning throughout the show?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I was just like, that was kind of cool because these guys, I hope we get a payoff.
No, I'm with Banks on the aliens, dude, especially since
hey, you ain't got to worry about them now, but keep going.
Especially since
for real,
it turns out that their life is like 8 times faster on Earth than it is on their own. Yeah. So why would you keep coming to this planet where if your wristband malfunctions, you're gonna age?
Yeah, that's a wrap.
I wasn't a big fan of that.
Speaking of that, real quick before we move too far past it, Banks, I think that is a conflict on your theory of if somebody's controlling Omni-Man.
I agree,
because he goes directly to their planet and just wrecks it.
Yeah,
like no regard for life or anything, and. He's brutal. I actually think that it's kind of almost like a Goku scenario. Like he was sent here to conquer the world.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't think that the globe. What were they called? The global.
The Guardians of the Globe.
Guardians of.
Okay, you're talking about the Global Defense Agency.
Yeah, all of it. I don't think that they completely trust him.
Obviously.
And that's why they never inducted him into their team. They never actually said that they extended a hand.
Well, remember, no, he said he tried to, and Omni-Man turned him down multiple times.
Well, I'm talking, the team. They never extended a hand to him. And I think that's kind of why.
But Cecil. I think Cecil smells something fishy.
Yeah, because I think it's
Cecil
kind of like
could be a part of it.
Wow.
No, I think he's a good guy to be honest.
No, I mean the reason why I say that is because hit
us with your wild theories.
Here we go. Try to buckle up.
you have Damien Darkblood, and Damien Darkblood,
the best character in the show,
who also he's voiced by Clancy Brown.
Yep.
And if you don't know who Clancy Brown is, he voiced Lex Luthor in the Superman animated series. He voiced Harvey Dent on Batman animated series. He's been in a ton of horror movies.
Check out that Pet Sematary 2.
Pet Sematary 2.
No pain, no gain.
He made a cameo in Mandalorian. Like Clancy Brown, he was in the Punisher show. No, not Punisher. Daredevil. He was in season 2 of Daredevil.
Hold on,
Clancy Brown is one of those actors where.
Hold on, you gonna mention all that and I'll bring up Starship Troopers.
Oh, he was a teacher.
Yeah, he was.
He threw the knife through Homeboy's hand. Yep.
But no, look, I was just going to say that Clancy Brown is one of those actors where it's like whenever I see him in a movie, I'm just like, yeah, he's going to be the bad guy. And when he showed up in season 2 of Daredevil, spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, he was the commanding officer, and I was just like, yeah, he's the bad guy. And then we find out he's the bad guy.
He does always play the bad guy. I mean,
he plays it well.
He was the damn bad guy in Flubber, for Christ's sake.
Would you call him? Would you say he's typecast?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say he's typecast.
Purposely, though, not like in a bad way.
He plays his role very well. It's just like Terrence Howard. Like usually, whenever I see Terrence Howard or something, I always think he's going to be the bad guy. But
I thought you said he was going to be hustling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy when you see certain actors in roles where it's like they're supposed to be role models or guys and stuff. Because Clancy Brown, he's even on Detroit Becoming Human.
Detroit Become Human, yep.
And when I saw him in that game, I was just like, man, I hope he's not the bad guy. And thank God he wasn't. But you can make him into the bad guy with the choices that you make. But like I was saying, Damien Darkblood, he's a demon who has come from hell. And in order for him to stay on Earth, he has to like solve these cases and stuff to help people, so that way he won't get sent back to hell.
Very cool concept.
And he smells something going on. And you know, when he went to the headquarters of the globe, not the global, but the Guardians of the Globe, like he was able to see some of the stuff that happened there by touching some of the dead members' flesh that was still on the ground. And the reason why I say that Cecil knows something is because at the end of the 3rd episode, like he says, I want you guys to look out for him. He told Damien, I don't want you investigating this anymore. And we're wrapping this stuff up. And then also too with robots, it kind of feels like he's in on it too. So that's why it's just, I feel like that there's a conspiracy.
Yeah, he's going to have a piece to play in it, Banks. No, not to cut you off. I'm sorry, but keep going.
No, you're fine. But I just feel like it's like everybody is playing chess right now. Well, not everybody, but certain people are playing chess, and they feel like that they already have the game won. And I know we've been talking about like the Guardians of the Globe and everything, but I want to kind of talk more about Invincible now because the show is named after him. Yeah. I do like Mark's origin story. I like how he was the wimp in school. And then he stood up for the girl that he liked, Amber Bennett. And pretty much by him doing this, it's like he ended up getting her number. You know what I'm saying? Which was really cool. His outfit, it's like when I look at his outfit, it gives me Nightwing vibes. And then because their last name is Grayson, I automatically think of Dick Grayson.
Talking about his hero costume?
Yeah, his hero
costume. It reminds me of that kid. It looks like Speedball. Except his hair's not blonde. From you remember the guys that got in trouble in the Civil War comic?
We talked about this.
Yeah, that's if you look up Speedball right now, that's exactly what his costume looks like.
It wasn't blonde hair. Mutants. What were they called? The
New Warriors.
The New Warriors. Yeah, there we go.
That's exactly what I thought of because I was like, yeah, that looks just like another guy's suit. And I think his goggles are a different color, but that's it. But he wears goggles
even the color scheme, like the blue and yellow, like it's a color that really pops.
Yep.
But like I'm hoping to see Invincible grow into this powerful character. I mean, I'm already getting the Deku and All Might vibes because now Omni-Man, he has to train his son to harness his powers and whatnot. And we see this when Omni-Man Cecil, he comes to his house and he's just like, hey, you need to leave the planet right now because the alien is about to come here. And they end up sending Mark to go take care of the alien. And then when Mark is in there fighting the alien's just like, yeah, I got to go to these planets to make sure that whoever's the hero on the planet can protect it. And it's just like, you're not even strong enough to protect it. So
I thought that was interesting right there, Banks. I don't want you to go past this. That's another thing that I found funny. Like they never attempted to see what this alien wanted. Because if he's checking out your solar system, but they keep sending him thinking he's a threat to get rid of him and send him back where he came from. If Omni-Man can't take this guy out, like take him out, and they don't try and interpret what he's doing, then it's kind of weird on Cecil and them's part. Like they didn't know this whole time. They were like, they knew who he was, but they didn't know what he wanted. Yeah. And I just thought that was weird too. Like he just kept coming back and not destroying anything or what? Like, this is kind of weird.
Yeah, and then I mean, remember he also came to the wrong planet too.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to go to Uarth.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, Invincible goes up there and they end up talking, and then it's over.
Yeah.
So I was like, what was happening before? Like, his dad was just like kicking his tail and sending him out of there.
Probably.
It's kind of weird, but yeah.
Because I mean, like Omni-Man, like he's OP. I mean, you know,
for now
we don't even know what his weakness is.
Well, he can be knocked. Like, it takes a lot of power. Somebody like his son, for example. But the team was able to weaken him to where it put him in a coma. So he does have a weakness, but it takes another OP character, somebody on his level, because he isn't exactly Superman.
What do you think that he was in a coma because
the wounds, bro?
Because he used so much power.
Probably, like they were actually giving it to him. I mean, even Red Rush, like his chest.
Yeah, he was handing them punches.
Yeah, and then it started breaking his hands.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't giving it to him like he was giving it to him.
Yeah, but hey, War Woman gave it to him one good time with that hammer. I wasn't sure he was gonna stay up.
Hey, but real talk though,
Mm-hmm.
when Darkwing came in and he tried to do something, that's what would really happen if Superman let go of everything and fought Batman. That's what will really happen. But Superman never lets go.
Man, he slammed my man, his brains went everywhere.
Yeah,
no.
It's like the interesting thing about this is like it is a scene on what would happen if Superman fought all of the Justice League. This is what would happen. Like he would kill all of them. Like none of them would be able to stop him. And again, like I said too, I feel like the reason why they weren't able to stop Omni-Man is because they don't know what his weakness is. So like, you know, Batman, he always has some kryptonite on hand. I mean, we saw in Justice League, is it Doom or Doomsday?
Yeah,
I think it's Doom, where it's just like Batman had all of the contingency plans in order to stop the Justice League. Whereas in this universe, it's like they don't know how to stop Omni-Man.
Yeah, the thing too is like the Justice League is on a different level from these guys. For one,
yeah,
like these guys, like for example, the Flash can phase through things by vibrating.
Yep.
This guy, Red Rush, is just fast. That was it. He got caught like a mouse. That was a wrap. So it's just they didn't, Batman. He's way smarter than what's your boy's name?
Darkwing.
Yeah, Darkwing.
Yeah, Darkwing just seemed like a man in the costume.
Exactly. That's why I'm like he was basically like a vigilante with some gadgets. That one thing that he used at the beginning with the tank, he had like the little car jack things.
Yeah, he was about
gadgets though.
Yeah, that was sweet. And then he had the cuffs that he used on the thugs. Yeah, that was sweet. Or slime balls. Yeah, that was sweet too. So it just sucks. It was very fun to watch. It gave me kind of like Watchmen vibes because
I can see that.
Like the plot of Watchmen, Trav.
Right? Yeah.
Because Banks, you've never seen Watchmen,
right? Of course, it's on his. No. Okay,
you gotta watch it. I'm being very serious right now. Hey, leave it in the comments if you want Banks to watch Watchmen.
But don't watch what's on HBO Max because they don't have the director's cut.
No, I have the director's cut.
Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about this. He owns it and still hasn't seen it. He owns it.
Hey, I mean, I just have so much stuff. Hey, look, man.
The plot is very similar.
Supergirl starts this week, man.
You got to watch My Hero for the 30th
we're
time.
going to be doing reviews for Supergirl, so you're going
to be doing reviews for Supergirl.
Hey, and remember the Flash is on TV.
Hey, I'm not sure I want any parts of that. That multiverse. I don't know what.
You can catch me a D.
Yeah,
somewhere else.
Yeah, chilling.
But no, it was something else that I wanted to bring up about the other characters on the show. Rexplode. So the actor who plays him, his name is Jason Mantzoukas.
I don't know. I don't think that's how you say it, but I don't know how to say it. So just carry on.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, I'm just gonna call him Jason M. And I'm sorry because I don't know how to pronounce his last name correctly. I do apologize about that. But the character that he plays, Rexplode, this was like as soon as I heard his voice and like I saw how Rex was acting, like he's another person where whenever it's a character that needs to be a dick, like he plays it so well. Like he makes you hate his character. And Rexplode, he's kind of like a ticking time bomb. Like he just says whatever he wants to say. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if his feelings get hurt.
He ends up gives me Flash vibes, kind of. Like he's very quirky.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, he ends up cheating on his girlfriend, Adam Eve. And
that was fire, though, bro.
Hey.
And he ended up hooking up with Duplicate, and she made 3 copies of herself, and they were all in the shower together. And
what was he supposed to do? I mean, come on,
bro. That would be cool. I mean,
it would. What is he supposed to do? He's in the base. I mean, she's over there flirting with Invincible.
Hey, well, look, I'll say this. He got his ass handed to him by a 12-year-old girl, though.
Oh, you talking about Monster Girl?
Yeah, Monster Girl.
Hey, you gotta hand it to Rex, man. That guy's funny. I love him as a character.
Oh yeah, of course, man. Again, if y'all have, he plays the same character in every show. So
for sure.
If y'all haven't seen Big Mouth, y'all need to see him in Big Mouth.
Heard that.
Yeah, he's crazy.
I mean, it's just this character except going through puberty, so he's discovering his body. So it's even more wild.
I will say that the thing, Rex is a total character. It's probably my favorite, just because he gives me the one thing that I noticed about his abilities is he gives me Gambit vibes.
Yeah.
Essentially the same ability, but he uses essentially pocket change, and it's just funny. I don't know. I hope that he gets some redeeming time, whatever that means.
Hey, well, he apologized to Eve. Samantha. I mean,
I need him to go further than that. I need him to fall on the sword.
He was just like,
I need him to blow somebody up.
Yeah, because I remember it's just like she shows up with Invincible, and he was just like, "Well, why are you guys showing up together?" And they're like, "Well, we go to the same school."
He was like, "Of course you do.
Of course you do." But yeah, like Trav said, he does play the same character on every show that he's on. But yeah, he got his ass whooped by a 12-year-old girl, but she's not really 12. She's 24. Yeah. But every time she turns into her monster form, it de-ages her. And she was saying that it's hard for her to date men her age because usually when she nobody wants to date her because she looks like a little girl, and the guys that do want to date her is because they have weird fetishes. So
they're either pedophiles or
they straight up said pedophile. They didn't
say pedophiles or puberty.
They said pedophiles.
Hey, look, I was just trying to keep it PG. But
these kids need to know.
But then, I see. I'm not gonna call him Black Samson. I'm gonna call him. Samson.
That's Black Samson. Battery pack.
Like they said with Falcon, you call him Black Falcon because he's black.
Hey, Black Samson. I was like, this guy. Rex said you run off of batteries. What do we need? This guy, he said, well, maybe if you still had your powers and you were there for their last mission. That shit was funny. He was like, I was there for their first. He was like, well, maybe if you were there for their last. He was frying.
But shout out to Carrie Payton.
Carrie Payton.
Yeah, they have a lot of
incredible voice cast.
Dude,
yeah, like
no kidding.
Most of the characters on the show, they were all on the Walking Dead. Like when you look at the Guardians of the Globe, like Laurie Cohan, she was War Woman. She was Maggie on the Walking Dead, and then you have Chad L. Coleman. He was Tyrone on the Walking Dead. He voiced Martian Man. So
you know Glenn getting that retribution from getting beat with that bat.
And then you got saddest scene in the show.
Yeah.
Then you got J.K. Simons. He voices Omni-Man. So
bro, they even brought in my boy Spock.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know him from like I said, I know him from Heroes.
Yeah, Spock.
He was the villain.
The dude who played Spock. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the twins at the beginning, two banks are called the Mauler twins.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. If somebody else, Seth Rogen, he voices Alan the Alien.
Oh yeah, that's Alan.
Yeah, you got Tony Todd.
No, D, that's another show.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. That's the next project.
That's the other review.
Stay tuned.
You got Kevin Michael Richardson. I don't know how we forgot to mention Mark Hamill was up here.
Oh yeah, what's it called? As soon as I texted the group chat, as soon as they went in there, I went, holy shit, they got Mark Hamill in the show.
Mark Hamill
I'll always pop for Mark Hamill, bro. Anytime I hear Mark Hamill, I'm a pop.
You mean the joke?
The Joker?
Bro, he's made so many people.
I know, no question.
I think he's a good actor. The man's just on another level.
He was fun on The Flash. I think that's the last thing I saw him actually in. He was was it the Toy Maker or something like that? He was up there.
No, he wasn't the Toy Maker. He was the Trickster.
Was it the Toy Trickster? What's his name? Trickster.
Yeah, his son, and then his son was the Trickster, and then it was like his old girlfriend. She was supposed to be like Harley Quinn or something. You also have Mahershala Ali up here. He was the guy that was the Titan that Invincible fight early on, and I believe on episode 1 where he's in his street clothes.
Oh, when he was the stone guy?
Right.
The stone guy, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, if you don't know who that is, that's Blade. He was in
Can't
Luke
Wait
Cage.
to see him.
Mm-hmm.
He was, yeah. So, like I said, it has an incredible cast of actors and actresses on this show. But I can't wait until this Friday so that way we can do the review on episode 4, along with our review of Falcon and Winter Soldier. But yeah,
get your coffee, fellas.
Yeah, get your coffee. That's two on Friday now. But hey, it'll be worth it because this show is good, and then Falcon and Winter Soldier is good too.
Right.
And the homie Renes Rivera, he's on Falcon and Winter Soldier. He's a frequent guest up here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.
Boy Lennox right there.
Yeah, so we're hoping to possibly get him on so that way we could talk with him about being on Falcon and Winter Soldier, because now that he's a part of the MCU, it's like his career is cemented right now. It's just like once you get in the MCU, that's it.
Never know where you're gonna see this guy.
Hey, check out our episodes on our podcast that we have with him as well, and we also have a WandaVision episode up here. I believe it was episode 3 of Wanda. Yeah, it was episode 3 of WandaVision. So check that out. But with that being said, I'll start with you, Trav. Episodes 1 through 3, what are you like giving them as a whole? 1 out of 10, what do you give them?
Right now, if the show is the end, I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay. D?
Yeah, I can ride with Trav on a 7. I can't wait to see what's coming up. I need the conclusion to a lot of questions answered right now. And shout out to the to Demon Detective running around like the question.
Hey, that's my favorite. That's my favorite character.
I mean, he gave me instant question vibes, bro. He just didn't hit anybody with a car.
Just the ending, the episode 3, where he splits and Omniman, breathes real quick, and he got the cold. Yeah, and it's like he makes that face. What they say when a demon, he's like this mother. You know what I mean? I can't wait till Friday.
I think he's gonna be the one to help us out figuring out what's good. He's gonna push his buttons.
because he smells something.
But ain't it so cool?
It's not what the Rock is cooking either. He smells something.
I just think it's really cool that he comes from, he's a demon of some sort. Comes from hell, but it gets cold when he's around.
Yeah, that's something you see in a lot of Supernatural.
Right. Yeah.
I think Insidious.
Yeah,
they do it in
much
those
any
movies like that. Yeah, and it's just something like the salt barriers and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe we'll see some more of that spooky stuff. But Banks, what do you give the episode?
Out of 1 through 3, I'm gonna stick with you guys. I'll go with a 7. I'm going for 7 over because I really enjoyed it. The only nitpick that I really had was with the aliens continue to keep coming back, and they lost every time that they came back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
real quick. One thing we didn't talk about is I hope they keep the soundtrack pumping because they did really good with the picking the money. I mean, picking the music.
Hey, we both got the playlist now.
Trav, shout out to you.
It's fire.
Yeah, I mean, hey, no question. I heard that Trav, Jules come on.
Now, Trav, I saw that you had posted on Facebook that you have like an anime playlist that you're creating for iTunes. Now. Were you inspired from the Invincible playlist to go ahead and make this playlist? Because I don't know how iTunes works.
No, I've had this playlist. Let me tell you the date I made this playlist. I've had this playlist for like a year and a half.
Okay.
But I've had a couple people add it. But Spotify, man, just does such a great job at giving people random playlists.
Yeah.
And
yes, they do.
Apple Music kind of sucks at being able for people to share playlists with other people.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've been building this anime playlist, and here y'all go. You can add it, share with your friends, and I'm constantly updating it.
Nice.
Shout out to you, Trav.
Yeah, shout out
to you, Trav.
Not all heroes wear capes, Omni-Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Omni-Man. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, there's going to be a total of 8 episodes for this season.
I said that already, bro.
Did I?
No, me.
Oh, my bad.
Follow, subscribe.
But no, something else.
Subscribe.
Something else that I wanted to bring up before we wrap this up. I was also getting the boys vibes from this show too as well. I guess probably just because I just finished watching The Boys. And,
I get it.
Outside of it being a ripoff, I don't see any correlation.
I mean, it's just like Omni-Man doesn't have. There's not enough conflicting people. Like, it's just Omni-Man, you know what I'm saying? Because whereas in the boys, all of them have something going on, except for what's her name? Starbright? What's her name?
Yeah, Star. Yeah, she's the only one that's
she's the only one that's kind of exactly. All of them, all the others have something weird with them. So
yeah, but yeah, that's
Omni-Man's just a dick.
But yeah, D, hey, go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you at in social media land.
That's going to be rebellious_D23 at Instagram.com. Trav.
Hey, man, and I'm going to follow that up where you can find me, your boy Trav, on the Instagrams as well at ZK Audio. And if you are in need for a hero, where can they find one at?
You can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. You can look me up on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you for watching this review. We hope that you enjoyed it. And we'll see you on the next video review that we release, which will be Dota Dragon Blood. I said it right.
Wait. Hey, what Dota stand for, Banks?
Honestly, I don't know.
He don't even know.
Trav, hit him with it.
Defense of the Ancients.
Oh, okay, I thought she was going to say something else.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, see y'all later. Keep that pinky up. Peace. Thank you for watching a brand new episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure that you hit that like button and you subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content on our channel. Make sure you check out our podcast where we release new episodes every Tuesday and the video of that episode is uploaded on Friday. And you can find new episodes of our podcast on all podcast platforms. Make sure you follow all the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks social media accounts at Leveling Up Banks on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, we have a Patreon. If you're feeling generous and would love to donate to us, it's at Leveling Up Banks. And huge shout out to our patrons. We really appreciate you and thank you for the support. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.